Well, hello, and welcome to this week's edition of What's Up Danville. I'm your host, Mark Aaron, Multimedia Design Manager for the City of Danville. And joining me this week is Eddie Herndon, who is the President of the Board of Directors for the Danville Concert Association. And on today's show, we're going to talk about the upcoming 2015-2016 season. And Eddie, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us today, and especially setting us up here in the beautiful Pritchett Auditorium at Avery University. I guess the newly renovated auditorium is where we stand.
It's a great venue. Thank you for having us. And we do have two of our events this year at the Frith Hall and Pritchett Auditorium, so we're delighted to be here. They're a great partner with the Concert Association.
We're going to talk. Two will be held here. Two will be held at George Washington High School. And for over 60 years, the Danville Concert Association has been holding classical musicals and dance performances here in the community, and they do a wonderful job. And this year is no exception. And I think it may be some of the best entertainment we've had here in the past couple of years.
Our 63rd year, and we're excited. I would encourage everybody to go to danvilleconcert.org. You can see clips of the 4 shows that we have coming up, and we think they're the best we've had in a long, long time, and we're really excited. We want to encourage people to please come out.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the first performance, the Flamingo Fire. And these performances will be spread out, as I mentioned, over the 2015-2016 calendar year. So, but the first one coming up in September, tell me a little bit about Flamingo Fire.
It's a group from Spain. We are their first event. They come to the United States a couple days prior to being in Danville. Right. They kick off their United States tour. They've been around since about 1989. They're considered one of the top flamenco dance troops in the entire world, and we're delighted to have them. They leave Danville and they head to the University of Virginia, then they go to Radford University. So this is a pretty big coup for us to have these guys here. We're also participating with Meredith Gravely and the Danville Academy of Dance. They're doing some master classes on Saturday with their students. So anybody who loves dance, don't miss it. Don't miss this one.
And the best part about all of these performances is the price. It's just unbelievable how affordable it is to enjoy such great entertainment here in the city of Danville.
Exactly. Most of our concerts are either $20 or $25 for an adult. They're roughly $10 or $15 for a child, but we have great season ticket packages. A family can get a season ticket package for their family for $180. That's all 4 shows for their family. Wow. $75 for an adult or $30 for a student for the entire season. Some of these shows cost that much at some of the venues they go to.
Sure. Yeah, I know if you just travel down the road to the Durham Performance Art Center, you're going to pay $60, $70, $80 a show to see performances down there. So it's always a great thing to have affordable prices here in the city of Danville. Now, Flamingo Fire, that will be, can you give me the date and time of that performance?
September the 25th at George Washington High School's auditorium, starts at 7:30.
Okay, great. Now, ticket prices, again, $20 or $25 for that performance?
The price is $25. Okay. And $10 for a student. Okay. For that particular performance.
And you can purchase tickets in a variety of ways. I know you all have made it very easy to purchase individual show tickets this year.
Absolutely. You can go to danvilleconcert.org. That will connect you to Eventbrite, and you can purchase online, or you can dial our number, 434-792-9242. Let me read that back again. It's 434-792-9242.
And as Eddie mentioned, go on to Eventbrite, and you can order all the shows at this current time, correct?
That's correct. They're all available now. You go to danvilleconcert.org. You can look at the shows. You can watch their clips. You can connect with their own websites and see even more of their performances. Most of these groups are all over the eastern United States and throughout the United States. So they're all on tour this year, and we have a great selection.
And as Eddie mentioned, you can log on to danvilleconcert.org to view some snippets. But what we're going to do on today's show is we talk about each one of these performances. We're actually going to share a little video snippet from each one of these performances. We're going to start off with Flamingo Fire. Well, as you can see, you're going to have a great time at George Washington High School on September the 25th, 7:30 p.m. for the Flamingo Fire. Again, you can get your tickets online, danvilleconcert.org. Ticket prices are $25 for adults, $10 for a student. And Eddie, as we look at the next performers on the list, we're talking about a handbell choir. Now, I grew up playing the handbells in my church as a young child, and I went online when you told me the Raleigh Ringers were going to be your second performers for the Concert Association this year. This is not your traditional handbell choir. These guys and gals are quite entertaining.
They are. There are 16 performers. They do some traditional church music. They also, if you look at the clip, they do AC/DC. Yeah. They do Stravinsky. They do Boots Randolph. They're going to do a variety. They are rousing. They have a huge following in the southeastern part of the United States, and we're just delighted to get them. Their concert schedule is full, and so to be able to get them, it's great. They'll be here November the 15th. That, too, is a GW High School auditorium event, and that's a matinee. So it's at 3 o'clock. We're hoping people will come out after church, and we're hoping that church groups will contact us about it. And as I said, they will do church music and a variety of music, but we also have some group rates for this event.
That's great. And as Eddie mentioned, you can log on to the website, danvilleconcert.org, and get those group rates. And again, you can go into Eventbrite, the link on the website, and you can go ahead and buy your individual tickets as well.
That's correct. That's correct. And for that particular event, the prices on those tickets are $20 for adults, $10 for students, and then for groups of 10 or more, we have a special reduced rate.
Very good. Now, what I want to do, Eddie mentioned that they play AC/DC. Now, you're not going to believe this when you see it, but we've got about a 4-minute clip of them actually playing Back in Black, which I would have never envisioned a handbell choir actually playing that tune, but they do a great job, and you can actually, you know the words, you can sing right along. They do a wonderful job.
They are rousing. I think people are going to just love this group, and we want to pack the house. These first two events are at GW because we do expect really good turnouts, and so we need the space, and we just think they're two great starts to the season.
That's great. Well, let's give you a taste of the Raleigh Ringers now. Well, Eddie, the citizens of Danville are in for a real treat with the Raleigh Ringers in November. That matinee show starting at 3 o'clock, George Washington High School. Go ahead and get your tickets now. As Eddie mentioned, season tickets are on sale now. You get a great reduced rate when you order your season tickets, danvilleconcert.org. The individual ticket prices for the Raleigh Ringers, $20 for adult, $10 for students, and then for groups of 15 or more, $10 a piece. Right?
Actually, I think it's a group of 10 or more. It's $15.
Very good. So go ahead, log on to the website, or you can actually give them a call at the number there on the screen to get more information about all the wonderful events we're talking about on today's show. Well, Eddie, we're going to take a quick break because that will wrap up the series at George Washington High School, but then the final two performances will be held right here on the campus of Averett University in Pritchett Auditorium. And, of course, Averett's so gracious to allow us to film today's show right here in the brand new renovated auditorium area, entrance area here on the campus of Averett University. Just a beautiful place, and it's going to be a great place to house the last two performances of the Concert Association.
It's a great space. We've used this the last few years, and Averett's been gracious to partner with us. Dr. Franks, we really appreciate the partnership. And people love to come here. Great meeting area out front, a nice intimate setting, and it fits perfectly for our last two concerts. So we're excited about that.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back from break, we'll tell you all about the final two concerts, the Danville Concert Association. Those will be taking place in 2016, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing.
I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
Well, welcome back to this week's edition of What's Up Danville. I'm your host, Mark Aaron, Multimedia Design Manager for the City of Danville. Joining me this week is Eddie Herndon, who is President of the Board of Directors for the Danville Concert Association. On this week's show, we're previewing the upcoming 2015-2016 season. We're on the campus of Averett University in the beautiful Pritchett Auditorium. And Eddie, in the first half of the show, we talked about the first two performers that you'll have, and what a great lineup this year. We talked about this is some of the finest works we've had here in Danville in quite some time.
Absolutely. We're excited. We are a group of all volunteers. The selection committee has worked hard to come up with these groups, so we're really excited. And I think they've done a great job.
And Flamingo Fire, of course, will lead things off in September, followed by the Raleigh Ringers. And me and Eddie were talking during commercial break. We failed to mention the Flamingo Fire, talking about their accompaniment during that show, right?
They have their own small orchestra, so they bring their own accompaniment with them, and that's pretty excited to have the live music. So
that is great.
Yes.
All right, now let's talk about the final two performances. Will be February of 2016, right here here on the campus of Averett University. And this is going to be a special group of individuals. These individuals have been, already auditioned for these parts through the Metropolitan Opera House. And I know our viewers out there are familiar with that.
They're called the Rising Stars of the Met. Yes, they nationwide search. They were auditioned. They were selected. They are now members of the Met's touring groups. The Met's been around for 125 years, and this is part of what they call the Met Rising Stars series. So we will have 3 performers here, and they will have their own pianist that will accompany them, and they are supposed to be the best of the best as far as young singers from the Met. So pretty exciting.
And this is another matinee show as well.
It is. It's 3 o'clock right here at Pritchett Auditorium on the campus of Averett University. And I don't remember in my years being on the Concert Association of us ever having a group quite like this. So it's unique, and we're really looking forward to it.
And it's really great to hear the backstory of these individuals, how they actually auditioned to be able to perform on this touring field with the Metropolitan Opera House. And what we're going to do, we've got a video clip that kind of showcases their tryouts, their auditions to where they got to Danville today. And we're going to show you that video. When we come back from that, we'll talk about ticket prices and where you can get those tickets for the Rising Stars of the Metropolitan Opera House. So let's go to that video now.
For more than 125 years, the Metropolitan Opera has been the artistic home of the greatest singers in the world. No operatic career is complete without success at the Met. But the Met is not just where major stars enjoy their greatest triumphs. It's also the launching pad for the opera stars of the future. Through its annual national auditions, its young artist program, and talent scouts who scour the globe, the Met finds and brings the greatest young singers to its stage.
Or tutto. That's okay. That's why we're doing the mistakes now.
Some of the artists who got their first big break at the Met include Susan Graham, Deborah Voigt, Mariusz Kwiecień, and Renee Fleming. Several of these artists launched their careers as winners of the Met's National Council auditions, the premier singers competition in the U.S. Finalists receive invaluable training from the Met staff.
Are you comfortable with tempo?
Can we do just slightly slower? Anything else?
Not much. I don't want to get you tired.
Okay.
When you go back to sing the first line, mes amis, come back in the same mood at the beginning. Okay.
Often these competitors end up in principal roles on the Met stage in just a few short years. Other top stars refine their artistry through the Met's Young Artist program, which offers vocal coaching, language training, drama classes, and more to the most promising young singers who get to work with some of the most significant figures in opera.
Start again with la-da-da-da-da-da-dee-da-dum. No. Release the lower note. When you're performing it, go with what you've got, because, I mean, what you've got in that aria is 99/100% the way you want it every time, as far as I can tell.
Sitting here with me are 2 friends and colleagues who also happen to be fellow winners of the Metropolitan Opera National Council auditions. It marked completely the start of my career. Do you feel the same way?
It gave me such an enormous sense of confidence and how I felt I finally belonged somewhere. You know, that's such a badge of honor.
While some of these artists have already become established stars at the Met, there's another generation of young singers waiting in the wings to be discovered. The rising stars of the Metropolitan Opera recital tours offer opera fans across the country a rare opportunity to experience remarkable young singers on the cusp of extraordinary careers.
Well, that gives you a little backstory on the rising stars of the Metropolitan Opera, how they got to Danville, and we're looking forward to seeing them perform right here on the campus of Avery University, February the 21st. That's a matinee, 3 p.m. Ticket prices $25 for adult, $10 for students, and we look forward to seeing them here.
Absolutely. We want to pack the house. Yeah. Great venue, so please come out.
And then the final performance of the Danville Concert Association's 2016 lineup will be on March the 12th right here at Avery University, 7:30 p.m. And this is a very unique group as well. Some well-renowned brass players are going to be filling the auditorium.
That's right. It's the River City Brass. They're out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They have been touring for years. They are renowned for their brass performances. And we were chatting earlier, our own local conductor, Charles Ellis, has actually seen the River City Brass, and we were talking about it, and he said they were the best brass group he's ever seen. And I think he was issuing a challenge for all of his symphony buddies and for everybody to please come out and see these guys. They're that good, and they're renowned throughout the United States. They do over 100 concerts a year.
That's great. And this will be a Saturday night performance, so it'll be a great opportunity for you to come on out during the winter months, March the 12th. Ticket price is $25, and then students $10. Log on to the website, danvilleconcert.org. There's a link there. You can go ahead and buy your tickets for that performance, and then you can also purchase your season tickets as well.
Absolutely, you can. And again, the season ticket prices are incredible, $75 for an adult, $30 for a student, or $180 for a family. This is the best deal in town.
Yeah. And we've been talking during the break just about the performances of these artists throughout the region and throughout other states. So we're getting them at a great price here in the city of Danville.
Absolutely. We've looked in prices anywhere from $20 to $80. Yeah. And most of the time, we're on the low end of the spectrum and as far as cost. We've tried to make it affordable. And part of that is due to our sponsors, our supporters, people that donate each year, people that buy ads in our program. So we couldn't do it without our sponsors, and we really appreciate that.
And I did want to mention to the public, all seats are general admission, correct?
They are. That is correct. Okay. They are general admission, first come, first served. And these venues are small enough that there are no bad seats. Absolutely. They're all good seats. For sure.
Now, what I want to do, I hope you've been enjoying the video teases we've been sharing with you throughout the show. We've got one for River City Brass we want to show you now, just to give you a sneak peek of what you can expect here at Avery University and Pritchett Auditorium on March the 12th. Well, I know after seeing all the videos on today's shows, I'm really excited, Eddie, about the upcoming season. Things are going to get started in September. We've got Flamingo Fire, and that's going to be on September the 25th. That'll be held at George Washington High School. But as Eddie mentioned throughout the show, go ahead and get your season tickets for all 4 shows. 2 at George Washington High School, 2 here at Avery University. And Eddie, we've mentioned kind of a theme throughout the show, the great ticket prices. But the only way we're able to do this is through great sponsorships and the community involvement. So I know we want the community to get involved. You all have your programs, and businesses can sponsor those in the program as well, correct?
That's right. We're still accepting program ads, and we'd love to have some new advertisers. We do have a program where if you purchase ads, depending on the size of the ad, you can get 1, 2, even up to 4 season tickets with your ad. And you're in all the programs for all 4 shows. So all you need to do is contact us. You've got the phone up on your on the screen, yes. And just follow that. Go to danvilleconcert.org. Contact us, reach us. We'll be glad to help you with an ad. We'll be doing that over the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Great. And as we mentioned, they make it so easy. Go online, go to their website. You can purchase individual tickets for each performance, or you can go ahead and get your season tickets as well. Again, you can call the number on the screen if you'd like more information about the shows. And again, all the videos that you've seen on today's show, they're actually links on the website, danvilleconcert.org, so you can see those there as well. And it looks like it's going to be a great performance. We're really excited about the upcoming 2015-2016 Danville Concert Association season. And Eddie, thanks so much for coming on the show today and sharing this with our community.
We appreciate you and coming down, giving us the opportunity to be on, to talk about Danville Concert Association. Please support us. We think it's going to be a great year. It's great family entertainment. Absolutely. Bring the family, enjoy. I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed.
Absolutely. Well, Eddie, again, thank you so much for joining us today.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you at home for watching. Until next week, have a great day.